I take Anthony in a race right now?
No. No.
That's fair.
Yeah. No offense.
Is that with or without the Buddha?
Either.
Anything special about returning to Colorado as a head coach?
Colorado's a neat place, and so there, I still have a lot of friends there and things, but we'll be, focused on a lot different stuff.
What's your fondest memory of Boulder?
My fondest memory of Boulder. There's a lot of great people. I think that's probably my fondest thing, football-wise.
Yeah.
My fondest memory of Boulder is that's where our son was born, so I'd have to say that. But we had a couple really great wins there. There was a game very much like ours. We beat Oklahoma. They were, I can't remember, second or third in the country at that time. Sam Bradford and all those guys, and we beat them at home. And West Virginia Thursday night game, beat them at home. It's a great place to play. Really passionate student body, and so part of the challenge.
Anybody left there? Is there
There's a few support people, obviously, with the changeover in football staffs a couple times, and then the administration has changed over. So there's a bunch of support staff, a bunch of really neat people in that department as well.
Do you have ever any close run-ins with Ralphie? Because he comes up that pretty good.
Yes. Ralphie is a mismatch for everybody, and that's one thing I remember. We were watching the practice last year, and the guys didn't quite understand how big Ralphie was. But yeah, they were training a new Ralphie one year. I remember at the spring game, and she broke loose, which was entertaining. And it's always good watching the visiting team when she makes the U-turn and comes back down their sideline, and kind of everybody comes like a rodeo cowboy after he gets kicked off the bull and climbing up the fence. But we'll do our best to avoid that.
Mark, in that game Saturday, the weather was a factor in a lot of different ways. You guys had some substitution issues getting guys on and off. Was that more the weather and just the...
No, that's on me and on us as coaches mainly. There were certainly some times where we can run on and off the field, but we need to communicate better. We need to signal better, and that's 100% on me.
amount of reps that you saw Johnny get, Colt get, is that something we should expect going forward? I mean, or was it more a game plan for Cal?
Probably both. I know that's a horrible answer, but those guys, Johnny, has earned reps, and Colt has earned reps, and Farrell is working his way back into shape, and so that'll be something I think, game by game. It might kind of, it just depends.
Obviously, more reps for Tyner. How much has he grown in just the last few weeks?
It's good, a lot. I think, and still, he's still one of those guys. Just watching him practice today, he's getting faster, just getting just a little bit more confidence. He one of our best drills of the day today was our kickoff team, and he was on our one of our kickoff units, and just when that guy, when he feels good about it and is confident, he can roll. And just putting that all together into the context of being a complete back, of being a protection guy, being a route runner, being, just all those things that he needs to polish up. His future is just unlimited.
So is that the biggest difference then, once he gets that confidence and everything, you see it drastically change there?
I think so. I think that's the case for most guys. I mean, there's a few guys that just come in and just, are pedal to the metal, period, and they kind of, crash into a wall and figure out, okay, I don't want to run into that wall again, and let's change it. But most guys, in general, I think need to feel things, see things, and then just trust themselves mainly.
Mark, when Thomas came in, he was really highly recruited. Everybody wanted him. And I mean, you look at like the same way Lake Seastrunk was. With the situation with Lake and how he was at Oregon, did you learn anything from that situation that you're carrying over with Thomas, or is it completely different? Just in terms of both of them being highly recruited and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think it's just so individually based.
Right.
There's guys that are kind of that 12-star
Right.
Johnny football. See, I don't. That's just my ubiquitous. You can't even say that anymore. Rob football that can handle it. And there's guys like Thomas has been outstanding. He's been a great worker, and his work ethic has been great. There's other guys that come in and maybe aren't just aren't ready for prime time and need a year to redshirt, and that's okay. You know, there's been Marcus Mariota is a pretty decent player, and he redshirted. So there's just so many different factors that go into that. It's their mental makeup, it's their psychological makeup, and then obviously the physical component is part of that too.
You want to go outside?
Yeah, it's
Starting to get windy.
Is my hair okay?